They'll start with the option. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Maulet. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Brings up
Timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact,
oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try to take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down and 6 now. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They need 2. Here's third down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go again with Gibbs. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 35 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Odell Beckham Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down Ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9. In motion left comes Williams. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. There's the stiff arm. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gotta be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. How about this? They'll change it at the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 38 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Williams, a man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2nd down and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. Pass complete downfield. It's Raymond. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 49 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Report! Hey, middle. Shut up!
Now Jackson on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Off the option, here's Edwards. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 136 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it down to the 28.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now a 2nd and 6. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Odell Beckham Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, options out left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darrell Worley. And the Ravens are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on first down. And now here's another interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So now here come the Lions up to go for two. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff running left. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run off tackle right with Hill. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Here's Hill one more time. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Hill. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the final